Well, these are desperate times. This is a critical fight for survival. They simply must avoid defeat. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So we're very much on the way now.
Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Great vision. Ball is over the line. Now it's Totti. And it's Son Heung-min. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba clears without hesitation. Totti. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get rid. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Del Piero. Arsenal controlling the possession in this early phase. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gerrard. Nice bit. Goes for the shot! That's got him rattled. Madueke. Oh, can he get onto this? Totti. Saliba gets across to intercept that. First quarter of an hour gone. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Nunez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get rid. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
There's the header! He will be livid with himself. Van Dijk. Ah, he's given it away! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is 1-0.
And Son Heung-min. Robertson. Kimmich. Arsenal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Totti. Aimed beyond the... Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And it's Yaya Toure. Here's a chance! It's wide, but not by very much.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Van Dijk. Akanji. Son Heung-min. Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Not the most convincing of passes. Akanji. And it's Robertson. Now Son Heung-min. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Just eases him off the ball. Madueke. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's been played through. Robertson. It's a good run he's making out on the left. It's played through for him. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Rijkaard can clear it away. That is ended up in no man's land. Strokes it back. The ball goes in. Cleared away. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kimmich with the short one. Now it's crossed into the middle. And that should get the job done. Madueke. Here comes Totti! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hops for safety. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Caceres. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Arsenal really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Arsenal looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So we're off again. Yaya Toure. Del Piero. Kane has found the net here, of course. Now it's Madueke. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Elizondo. He's gone for goal. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lobbed in behind.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Adams gets it away. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rashford absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is Kane, elects to cross. Arsenal with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. He's through here. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
The attendance for this match was
Yaya Toure.
62,005.
Oh, good spread.
Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. Rashford! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Number 18.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's made its way to him. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, perfectly measured that. He might, and he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution.
Swansea can make their change now with a break in play.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Looking for options for movement. It's Kane! And he can thump it away. And he's quick to return it. Son Heung-min. And here's the chance to counter. Nuno da Costa. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's picked out the run. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Totti. Just a quarter of an hour to play. There they go, hunting in packs. Nuno da Costa. And this is Kane. And it's been hooked away. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Akanji. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Kane. Ball's played through. Son Heung-min providing an outlet on that flank. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Arsenal
have it back and can go again. Looking for a runner.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that's well spotted. Totti. Odo. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, great leap! And that's a good finish. They're back within reach! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
Swansea
20.
may be down, but not
Madueke.
out just yet.
Number 8.
Nicked it back promptly.
Coming on the field, number 13, Rashford. Number 22.
Can he get on the end of this?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Lofted in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that will be it. Arsenal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they went about their business. Arsenal prepare for one of the most important games in their history. Last day, must win. It is the most unmissable of games, the real epitome of do or die. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Arsenal need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. Lee Kang-in showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a nicely shaped ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Zola, that ball looks a good one. Lee Kang-in acres of space out wide. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Kane wants to run onto this. Stam. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
And it's Azar. And that is out of play.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, well played. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Kimmich. Rijkaard. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Shevchenko, shot a goal! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's managed to get free. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Shevchenko deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
He's had a shot! And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! Oh, that's a brilliant save! And he thumps it clear.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Totti. Now this could be a chance. Driving forward. And here's Azar. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Kimmich gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Getting up there! Manchester United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Azar. It's Azar! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Lee Kang-in can see things others simply cannot. Lee Kang-in charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lee Kang-in, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos. And it's Azar. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Kimmich. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Totti. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
1 minute added time.
Kane has it in a wide position. Keeper's dealt with that. Goes for a shot! And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, he's having a go! Great effort, but no way through. So a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
Arsenal certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. The second half is up and running. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Totti, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Madueke. Elustombo.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. This for 1-0. What a save from Muslera! It's a good run he's making out on the left. Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Lee Kang-in will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And still, we await the first breakthrough. That has not gone well. Oh, great chance! And the shot! Oh, the ball's... Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, can they get him away? He slipped. Oh, good effort! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Kimmich running with intent. Oh, they could be caught out here. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Kimmich. Spread to the right. Well read, nice interception. Akanji. That's a cute ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Akanji tries to clear. Madueke. No, that's been intercepted. Lee Kang-in. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through. Lee Kang-in! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Lee Kang-in just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here, right now.
Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Well-timed, excellent interception. And the finish! And he's stuck it away! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. Look, if he's there to head it! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Arsenal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Towering header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And they've got rid.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Great vision. It's Kane! Well, that pass isn't the best.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
De Bruyne.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. And it's played in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's that.